Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Jim again. I am back with another unboxing video for Star Trek Adventures 2nd Edition. We have been working hard over the last couple of years, really the last 8 years, to develop the game. We did first edition, of course, and now just in the last couple of years we've been developing 2nd edition, doing a lot of refinements, a lot of work in the engineering room, tweaking the dilithium crystals, doing some upgrades, doing some refitting, refining, and it was a good opportunity to do it. And now we've got the new core book on the way out, and I have in my hands the print proofs of all of the core rule books, so the standard edition core rule book and the 3 limited edition core rule books, and I thought I'd share them with you here just to do a quick unboxing video. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on the interior. There are other videos out there that are doing that in great detail. This is just a quick kind of showing you the books themselves, to show that they are in fact a thing. And they will be in your hot hands here real soon now, because the initial there's a initial stock going to Gen Con for you to check out and purchase if you feel so interested. Pre-orders are on the way out there, and then retail stock is on its way as well. So in the ensuing 6 to 8 weeks or so, these books will be getting out there into the world and into everybody's hot hands. So looking forward to that. So here is, without more further ado, here is the standard core rule book. You can see the beautiful cover that Paolo Pugioni, gosh, I hope I got that pronunciation right, did the cover art. One of our regular Star Trek artists, among many other artwork projects that they've done. That is the front cover. You can see it's our iconic cast of characters in a variety of different Star Trek uniforms. This is our Starfleet uniforms. This is representing as much of the franchise as we could fit onto the front cover, and also emphasizing that Star Trek Adventures 2nd Edition covers literally everything Star Trek. Like any era of play, you can play with this one rule set. You don't need to wait for the original series book or the DS9 book or the Voyager book, like whatever. Like, this is Star Trek. Everything Star Trek is in here. There will not be another different core rule book, in fact, so I want to emphasize that. So no matter who you're playing, what era, what species, whatever, this is the core book for you. This is literally everything you need. So that's the front cover, and then on the back cover, of course, the back cover text. And we dropped in the Guardian of Forever, just to kind of like help tell a little bit of a story here, right? It wasn't enough to just say, okay, here's a bunch of Starfleet characters in different uniforms so that you feel good that all the different eras are represented. I wanted there to be a story here, like, why are these characters in these uniforms? What's going on here? Oh, it's the Guardian of Forever. There's some time travel stuff going on here. There's some shenanigans happening. What specifically is happening, I'll leave that up to the game master and players to decide, because we want this to be wide open. What story possibilities are there? You tell us. Use the tools in the book. Make it your own. Make it your own story. So this is a 378-page core rulebook, nice and hefty. By itself, it provides me protection +1 against any projectiles. It's nice and solid. Usual solid binding. Black head and tail bands. We did not add bookmarks to the standard edition, but you will see bookmarks in the collector's editions here in just a moment. Of course, the interior, full color, beautiful map on the front end papers, and a lovely timeline on the back end papers of the movies and TV shows, a canon timeline, and then on the bottom a Terran universe timeline. So mirror universe, if those are curious. I intended these timelines to be helpful tools for new game masters and players who are going to play the game and think about, where do we want to set our game, what time frame, what era of play, what series, etc. Especially for newer fans, there's almost 60 years worth of Star Trek out there, right? That's a lot. That's a lot to absorb. And so hopefully the tool will help you a little bit kind of get oriented to where you want to go, what you want to do, and then you'll go from there. Again, interior design is all full color. You'll see that it's all black text or colored text on white background. So we've moved away from the LCARS design and tried to make this as clean and clear as possible. You'll find a lot of tables, a lot of charts in the book. You'll find a lot of color coding in the book that will help guide you through the book. There's the first chunk of the book is is all about the lore of the setting. So you guys, Starfleet, the planets, the galaxy, history, a lot of information about the science and technology of the setting. All that's in blue. There's a blue layout design for that. And then we get into the rules and the mechanics and character generation, all that great stuff. That's all in red. And then the back third of the book is all Game Master focused advice, and that's all in gold. So we tried to color code the pages and the sections in such a way to help make this a more useful tool, or not just a reference tool, but also stuff that you can actually use at a glance. The index in the back is pretty robust. There's an acknowledgement section in the back I encourage you to check out, just to thank all the many hundreds of people who've been involved in Star Trek and Star Trek Adventures over the years. So anyway, that is the standard edition core book. Nice and solid, beautiful production values from the printer, and the design team did a lot of hard work on that book. So now I'll switch gears and we'll just talk briefly about the 3 collector's editions. Similar to some of our first edition products, we decided to give the collector's editions a try. Unlike our other collector's editions, though, we decided to make these a very limited run. So there's only a very limited number of these printed. They are only available on the web stores. These will not go into regular retail because they are so limited and special and unique. So let me just show these off here real quick. I won't go into a lot of detail on the interior because the interior of these collector's editions is identical to the standard core rulebook. It is far too costly and time prohibitive to try to do a special interior for a special edition. It's like a whole separate book, honestly. So it's much more cost effective to print the same interior for a collector's edition. So the difference is in the cover, the exterior of the cover, and the bookmarks. That's the main difference between the collector's editions and the standard editions. And being a Star Trek fan, I love to have premium products from time to time when I can afford them. I know other fans out there love to have premium products from time to time when they can afford them. So we did make this very limited offering available for those who want it, right? So we have a command, science, and operations source books. So depending on what division you're into, assuming you're playing Starfleet, maybe you're playing a different species entirely, in which case maybe you don't care about the collector's editions, and that's okay. Anyway, so let's start with the command edition. So you'll see that this is the command collector's edition. It's got the same kind of leatherette that we use. It's a vinyl leatherette. It's not real leather. It's a vinyl leatherette that we used on some of the other collector's editions, like the Player's Guide, the Game Master Guide, the Klingon Core book, the Klingon Core Collector's Edition, etc. It's a really nice, supple material. You see it takes a debossing for design elements, and it takes the foiling really well. You can see that's the command insignia there, some text on the front that telling you what it is. And then on the back, because you probably haven't seen this because it's not on the website, there is it'll be packaged with a fly sheet, and in fact the fly sheet's it's just a quick little one-pager that tells you what's in the product. So there's the fly sheet. The command one has Kirk on the back. It tells you what's in the book. But underneath that, once you take the fly sheet off, because it's just shrink wrapped in with the book, on the back is a symbol with some more foiling and a part of the Star Trek quote. So this is Space: The Final Frontier. These are the voyages, right there on the command one. You got a Starfleet pennant on the spine, and then of course the head and tail bands are color coded to go with the leather. So these are yellow. And then you can see the 3 bookmarks. Let me see if we can get that a little closer. You can see there's a red, blue, and gold bookmark sewn into the binding there for the collector's editions. So again, that's the command source. Not the command source book, but the command collector's edition. You can see how nice that foil turned out. Oh, I can even get the light to shining off of it there. So anyway, there's that. We've got the red operations division. You can see the operations division logo there. Text on the bottom just as with the command one. And then on the bottom, on the back, you got the symbol and then more text. The text here is boldly go where no one has gone before. Just an encouragement for you all to do that. And the fly sheet on that one has Uhura on the back, along with a little quote from Uhura. Otherwise, the same content as the the command edition. And then finally, we've got the sciences one, and this one, the fly sheet, is of course Spock with a quote from Spock. And then you can see it's a nice solid blue with the science logo on the front there, science division. Again, the light just really nicely captures that 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 foiling. I got text on the bottom telling you what it is, and then on the back you've got the this another symbol, and you got the quote. This quote is explore strange new worlds, seek out new life and new civilizations. So there's that, and of course the spine, it's just like the other two, has the pennant there. So take it all in all, holy cow, these things are heavy. Taken all together here, these will look, fantastic at the game table, fantastic on your shelf. There's the three of them together, red, gold, and blue. Collector's editions, limited editions of the Standard Core Rulebook. And then again, here is the Standard Core Rulebook, Star Trek Adventures 2nd edition. It's been a long road getting from here to there, and I'm very, very proud and humbled to be part of this project for so long. I remember, started working on this game in 2016, and here we are. I had literally I don't think anybody imagined we'd be here 8 years later doing a 2nd edition of this game. So super excited for that, and the people we have to thank for that more than anybody else is you, the fans. So without your support of the game, without your enthusiasm, without your excitement, without all of your questions and comments over the years, there is no way we would have ever gotten to this point. So this has been a true labor of love for all of us here at Modiphius, and hopefully you enjoy it too. Hopefully you get a lot of joy out of it. So that's it for the unboxing for the core books. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for your time. Live long and prosper. Be safe. Be well. I will talk to you soon.